two parts of the egg white. One is thicker, okay, and one is thinner on the outer. You have the egg yolk, and then you have that stringy white. That's called the chalaza, and that's basically the umbilical cord if the egg was fertilized. So that kind of holds the egg in place. So if you're looking at an egg, okay? So there's types of eggs. There's double A eggs, which is usually all that is sold in the store, double A. I have never seen A, but that's a lower grade. Here's some brown eggs, which are a grade A. So there you go. I have seen a grade A. So the higher the double A is going to be a higher grade than the lower, okay? And then you have grade B. Double A eggs are great for fried and poached. A eggs are great for hard boiling. And then B eggs are great for baking. So when you look at eggs, we buy them in the store. There is a Julienne date, and that's going to tell you how old the eggs are. So if you look at this date right here, it's 101. That means the 101st day of the Julienne calendar, which is April 10th, okay? If I look at my grade A eggs, this was the 78th day of the year, which was March 18th. So these are older eggs. The older your egg, hard boiled, okay, or baking. The fresher your eggs, you want to do for poaching and frying, okay? So Hollandaise sauce, so you're going to go to the second page of that worksheet. And I'm going to get my poaching water ready. So I've got water and 2 teaspoons of salts are in here and 1 teaspoon of vinegar in here, okay? And what the vinegar does, it helps that egg white set so it doesn't spit out. Most likely that outer egg white will spit out and spin out, and you'll have all these bits and pieces of egg white. But for the most part, the vinegar helps it set as well as the salt. So there you have that, okay? All right, so I want to get all my ingredients together. Clarified butter is melted butter where the milk solids and the water have come apart. Remember, if you look at butter, butter is an emulsification, so it's solid. And if you melt it, that emulsification breaks down, all the milk solids go to the bottom, and the water evaporates. But what we call clarified butter is the liquid gold that we have after we get rid of all of that milk solids and water. You don't have to use clarified butter. I just find that it tastes better. But clarified butter is expensive, so sometimes we don't use that, okay? Over to my simmering water bath. And I'm going to whisk. You don't want it to royal boil because it'll cook your egg yolks quicker. I'm going to turn this up a little bit. And we're going to whisk this until it's nice and thick. So again, I'm making the Hollandaise, which is an emulsion. It's one of the mother sauces. So it's egg yolk, a little bit of water, some lemon juice. I've got my clarified butter ready. I'm going to add a splash of hot sauce. It says Worcestershire, that's optional. Salt and pepper. Watch my English muffin. Turn this up. When you get skilled, you go up and down. The whole thing is you don't want to cook the eggs. We're adding air to it, and we want them to set. You don't want the water to hit the bottom of the pan, of the bowl. It'll get too hot. You see it's starting to thicken. I keep my elbow in. I don't have my elbow out. Otherwise it damages your shoulder after years and years of doing this. Some people go in a figure 8. I find it easier just to whisk away from me and then towards me, but away from me seems to be the best. So you could use one pot. I'm going to poach the eggs anyway, so I'll use the same pot. I already put the salt and the vinegar in it. Almost there. So Hollandaise sauce is a mother sauce. It's one of, you've made bechamel, you've made tomato, bolognese, and now you've made Hollandaise. Next week maybe we'll do a velouté or a cream sauce. It goes well over asparagus. There's derivatives of Hollandaise such as Béarnaise sauce, which is a great steak. Goes good on steak. It's one of my favorite sauces. You take some wine and some spices, you reduce it down to a sec, which is a dry, and then you add it to your Hollandaise. See how it's thickening? It's almost holding its shape. Hollandaise sauce, once you make it and you don't eat it all, you can't save it. So it's not one of those sauces that you keep. Starting to set. See how it's kind of holding that shape a little bit? We're good to go. My butter. Steady stream, not too fast. And creating an emulsion. Keeping that emulsion. There we go. Gets too thick, what I usually do is add some water to it. This is looking really good. Lots of butter. I'm going to add a splash of sauce, hot sauce. I want to add some salt and pepper. A bit of salt. And then a little bit of cayenne. If you like it spicy, I don't want that much. Alright, so now my sauce is beautiful and it's ready to go. I'm going to set that aside. Now when you poach, I always crack it on a plate, create a vortex, spin, and then I slide it in. Okay. I'm buttering my English muffin. So again, you don't want your water boiling, but you want this to set. It's looking very nice. I'm going to cut up some avocado and I'm going to shingle that on top of my English muffin. I could put cheese down as well. You could put the avocado on top if it's pretty. This one's a little brown, so I'm going to hide it. Got my plate ready. I'll check my first egg. It's all about how hard you want that yolk, okay? But you do want it to run. So I'm going to, the little jiggly goes over my first one. Beautiful. I'm going to do my second egg, crack it onto the plate. I don't recommend doing the single because sometimes when you stick your finger in it, you break the yolk. So I'm going to stir, get that vortex, slide that baby in there, go. And then we're going to just go right over this puppy. Couple ladles. And then garnish, I got some Italian parsley here. I can put over it. If you have olives, if you have paprika, you can shake a little bit of cayenne over it. And there's that. Go right over that. Get me some Hollandaise. Right over that puppy. I love plating. There is a beautiful plated Avocado Benedict. Okay? Any questions?